Hello, welcome to A Moment in Time with Taylor. We have another split screen show for you tonight. I'm so excited. I'm back in New York. We're introducing you to more awesome content creators on the Periscope app. Yes, Nick, you were first. Hey, Ryan. And first, before I bring him on, as always, I just want to say thank you so much. It is November. We're all about gratitude and thankfulness this month. So thank you to everyone here on this list for sponsoring the channel, both with Super Hearts and at FemYoga.com. Thanks for inviting your followers, Lou. I know Lou is a big fan of our guest today. There he is right there, EJLunaOfficial, inviting his followers, sharing it on Twitter. Follow him right now. And wait, are you ready, EJ? You ready to come on? You ready for your big Fem Yoga debut? All right. He's going to be here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Yay. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm surviving. I'm just getting over a cold. So that's happening.
Yeah, I know, that's never fun. I think I might be getting one myself. I just got back. You were actually traveling too. I wonder if that affected us at all.
No, actually, I think I was fine up until Halloween, and I guess it was me being shirtless on a boosted board during the cold weather.
On a
It
what?
would do it on a boosted board.
A boosted board?
It's it's electric skateboard. I think it was like 25 miles per hour.
You were outside?
Yeah, I was outside. Well, I
Oh.
was in a dinosaur outfit, the blow up outfit. And I took the liberty to just to drive around town during Halloween trick or treating times just to have people laugh and go crazy around town. So that might have done it.
I love how he just said it so nonchalantly. He's like, well, like I was in a dinosaur outfit, so what?
Nothing is ever weird on my end. Everything's normal.
Did you scope that?
No, I didn't have my phone on me because my brother took the phone to record my takeoff to go out, and I left my phone with my brother, so I didn't get the chance to do it.
Okay,
But
nice.
there was some epic moments. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for things that happen off social media as well, like just fully experiencing it, not worrying about filming it or the angles or the lighting, and just kind of
Yeah.
really being there. Lou said it was hysterical.
Oh yeah, yeah. I did post a clip of it on Instagram.
Okay.
Just me like driving off.
Thanks for the super hearts, Jason. So for Instagram, is it?
Jason, high face. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
Sorry,
great.
I had to fix that.
It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. What was I? Oh, Instagram. Is it the same on there as it is on Periscope? EJ Luna
Yeah, it's
Official?
EJ Luna official everywhere. So if you guys want to follow me elsewhere at all the channels, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Periscope, uh, Patreon, everywhere.
Okay, so tell us about your content, what kind of content you do.
All right, so on my YouTube channel, where I cater a lot of my heavy workload on, um, my one channel, EJLunaOfficial, is strictly for high quality drum covers to thematic music and mainstream music, with multi angles, visual effects, and sometimes I dressed up a part, just be a part of the vibe of the music. So in costume. um, I have people vote on the next drum cover through my Patreon page, so there really isn't like it's not really a request base, but they have an opportunity to choose what they want to see coming up next every other week on my YouTube channel there. Um,
Nice. Okay, so he's a drummer. He's a
yes,
really talented drummer, musician. And where are you based out of?
New Jersey,
Yes, and I think we're gonna meet in a month, right?
hopefully.
Yes, everyone come meet us in Atlantic City. Meet me, meet EJ, meet other cool people, December 4th through 7th. We're going to get him to go there. So just follow him, and every single time he broadcasts, just go in and be like, Atlantic City, December 4th through 7th, just every single time. And
Atlantic
then
City,
he'll have to go. What did I say?
Atlantic City.
I did say that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Christy, you actually commented EJ back on YouTube, and he got back to you on YouTube because he's just that cool, isn't he, Christy? He's not too awesome to respond to comments on YouTube. So he's on YouTube. He said all those other things. And then
So yeah,
the Patreon
uh,
thing sounded really cool that they can request. So tell it, a lot of people, you were actually, EJ, you're the first person to ever teach me what Patreon was. I'd never heard of that before I met you. So if you want to introduce, there might be people here that don't know what it is.
All right,
And
so
then,
Patreon is a it's an investment platform for artists to have people invest in their work. Um, it's it's different than like a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter because you're not giving money in all one lump sum and it just ends. This is like a periodic subscription base. So you can create packages for your investors to invest in, and then within those packages, they get incentives. Patreon, it takes about 5% of the income, and then the rest of it goes to the artist.
wow.
And I figured that I found that out through a few YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers, especially musicians from YouTube, use Patreon because a lot of the stuff they cover is copywritten. So they can't make any
Right,
monetized income from their YouTube channels,
right.
especially the major ones. So I don't provide, giving away something that's not mine. So what I do is I give things that make sense to what I'm doing. So putting people on the credits of my videos, giving them exclusive audio files to the drums only tracks. Um, I'm also integrating my vlog channel into that as well. And then, uh, voting rights, first look before the videos are launched, and merchandise and stuff like that. So it just, I feel that it has more of a personal impact and also an exclusive impact to, delivering some sort of content.
Yeah, so what is the level that they would have to do the requests? And how do they communicate with you right on Patreon for that?
You can, yeah. You can communicate with me anywhere. I usually keep track of who is my Patreon, so I know who's who and what's what, and who's invested in what and what's and whatnot. So, but it's the $3 package gives you the rights to vote on the next drum cover every other week, and you also have the first look on the videos to come as well.
And that's
And
three
then
dollars per video, right?
per
The way
video,
that
yeah. So I launched 2 videos per month, depending on the month. I think it was in August. We had like 3 video launches because there was 3 Wednesdays within that month.
okay.
Um, and I launch on YouTube publicly every other Wednesday, and then on Patreon it's every other Tuesday, the day prior, so that you guys can see it in advance.
So you're saying like $6 to $9 a month.
Yeah, but you can make adjustments. So um, within Patreon, you can set limit caps, so that you don't go over your budget. So you can invest in one video, or you can invest in
Oh.
both. So it's not like hurting your pockets in the long run. If you can invest in both, that's under your own expense, but you can also make adjustments within the packages, not only just capping your limits, but you can also make adjustments in the packages as well.
To give them an idea for the crazy amounts of value that they're getting for that, how much time would you say it takes you to produce one video?
All right, so I block out. Um, I have how do I say this? I do groups, like groups of recordings. So I spend 2 or 3 days um, sitting down, evaluating what I want to record, learning the songs, and then one day to record 3 songs total, 2 takes each. Depending on the songs, sometimes it takes me 2 days to record. Um, and then I edit a day in advance, and it takes me literally the entire day of editing to get done. So I literally I don't, I just sit on my computer all day long and just edit and work on the graphics and the effects and how I want to deliver the video content itself. So yeah, it takes time.
How many days was that? 4 or 5 days of
um,
work?
yeah, roughly around 3 to 5, depending on the videos that I'm launching, or the how long the songs are, how complex the songs are, which also includes the vlogs because I do that all on it as well. Vlogs take some time, having to map out what I want to do and how I edit. There's a few people that are on here now that can vouch for how long it takes me to edit and how much time or details that I actually like dive in to get the content the way I want it to be. And sometimes it doesn't even turn out the way I want it to be.
Oh yeah, that's true. I have so many questions, but Ryan asked a great question that I don't want to forget. And it's Lotboy101. His birthday was yesterday.
Happy
And yay!
birthday!
And he said, "What software do you use to edit?"
For video, I use Final Cut Pro 10. For audio, I use Logic 10.
Awesome. Are they paid programs?
Yeah, so Final Cut Pro 10 is about 200 or 300
Okay.
flat fee. You don't have to pay monthly for that, unlike Adobe software.
Mm.
Um, does not just edit. What? Sorry, I'm reading the comments too.
Yeah, it is. What you do is a
Yeah.
lot more than just editing. It's not like you're trimming off the beginning and the end and like putting a fancy picture in the beginning. Like you actually cut it to be funny and have a
Yeah.
flow and make sense.
So like my 3D logo design, I had to create from scratch. I made that myself, and that took like 3 days to create. My signature sketch design took me a day to figure out how to make it look like it's being drawn on screen.
mm,
Um, and then having to sit down and do all the transitions, the angles, making sure everything is lined up in sync with the audio. Um,
mhm.
it's a lot.
It's so much. I mean, I've done very amateur, very low level, just a few videos on my own YouTube channel at FemYoga, and I watch your videos and I'm like, this has got to take him like 10 hours just to put like one video that's like maybe even like maybe an hour long. I don't remember. What was that one where what was it? It was like the creation of that. What's that weird character with the deep
Oh,
voice?
oh, Big Richie McNasty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was I don't know how long that took me to edit, but I had to go back and find some old clips of my broadcasts on Periscope when I created
Right.
the character and having to really describe it and put it into play, and then have the obviously the voice changing and stuff towards the end, and all the just mapping out what I want to say and how I want to deliver it. It took a little bit of time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. I mean, I definitely think that, $3 a video is like just kind of like a joke almost. It's just such a small amount considering how much the software, the time, I mean, time especially, it's the most valuable thing that we have. And it's, like you said, you were sick, so it's even harder to work when you're dealing with that. So I definitely think that. And how long have you been playing drums? How much time do you spend just like practicing and getting really good at drumming?
Funny thing is, I don't practice as much as I used to. Only because like now I'm really focused on trying to get my videos done and having to play on Periscope all the time. I guess playing on Periscope a lot is more like my practice time in a sense, because I get to sit down and try new things here and there, and and then I can figure out if I can actually do this for YouTube. So, but yeah, every Monday I do like my drum scopes, and I like sit down and be like, okay, what new stuff could I throw on here and try out? Like the Halloween show I did last Monday, I threw in like a couple of new songs in there I've never played before, and people were like, "Never heard this before." And when I played it, it turned out not so bad. So I may contemplate on putting that on YouTube.
Nice. I like that idea. So did you say that you do those scopes, you do drum scopes here on Periscope every Monday?
Every Monday, 12, 4, and 8 p.m. Eastern.
You do three every single Monday?
Every Monday.
My gosh. EJ, you need to be asking for more money from these people.
Sorry, Taylor. I don't know how to handle the money business just yet. So,
Well, we're gonna get you there. I'm just gonna go into your scopes and be like, "Hello, everyone. Are you hearing this? Are you sending money? What are you doing? Why are you just sitting there and getting it for free?"
well, now that I've always had a thing with Periscope Super Hearts. Like everyone has their own opinions about it, but the way I envisioned it was before they've actually opened it up now in this month and next month, and hopefully to go forward, um, where they're not taking as much away from the creators. Before I had a big stink about the amount that they're taking away from the creators,
Mm-hmm.
and I would not implore someone to have to purchase Super Hearts to invest in me. I said you could purchase Super Hearts for anybody else, but for me, if you're going to invest in me, go on my Patreon page, because that's you get more bang for your buck, and I get more for your buck. So
Yeah, exactly. I say that all the time too. I still have my femyoga.com where they can do, through PayPal because it's a lot less that they lose. But there's benefit to Super Hearts. I'd say like one of the big things is anonymity. So people they don't have to put any information and they don't have to leave the platform. So it's just very much like all you see is their username. So they could, and also I think they could just do just a tiny little bit, like people send a few
yeah,
cents, but
yeah, I
it
get that.
adds up,
Yeah,
and I think because like you can get the $100 package and then you can split it up between different broadcasters too. So it's just, I mean, it goes both ways. I've sent you super hearts for sure. I love when you meet up with Nance in the Pants
yeah.
and do music outside. I'm like, oh, it's so nice. They're so good. It's just so, oh, I love it. I love your scopes.
Yes.
Nick asked a good question where he said, oh, and she's a Periscoper as well that you introduced me to. You've
Hmm?
introduced me to a lot of cool people on Periscope, like Selena is another really awesome person who comes in. She's always so positive. I met her through you. And Nick said that he might have missed this already. I don't think you said it. Did you teach yourself all of the computer and technology
Oh,
skills? And what about
yeah.
drumming?
Yeah. Everything I learned on my own. I never went to school for any of it. So what I did
Awesome.
was I really spent a lot of time. All right. So here's my story. We'll start. Story time. We go we go back. I learned how to play drums at 4 years old. I grew up in a musical family. My dad plays guitar, and my brothers produce and sing. Now, before they used to play guitar and bass, and we had a little family band going on. But I always grew up into music and played like all sorts of different stuff between Prince, Blue Oyster Cult, Genesis. I grew up with all like the progressive rock and metal era. So, and then also Latin music. My dad played in a salsa band way back when, and I grew up. I'm a Hispanic Latin family, so there's a lot of Latin music going on. So I learned how to play timbales. I learned how to play bongos and congas and stuff like that. So I had a lot of rhythm in my blood. Um, I got into film in high school. I got into TV video production. And I learned a little bit about filming and what it takes to have to do any sort of film work.
Okay.
I failed that class.
Oh,
It was so boring for me. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know why I chose this. And I wanted to go into music, but they wouldn't change my courses. And I was like, okay. So I stuck it out throughout the year, and I transferred to another school, and that was that. And then I learned graphic. I was in graphic arts for the last 2 years of high school, and I learned Photoshop and printing, pressing.
okay.
Um,
Like
I also
shirts
failed
and
that
stuff?
class. Yeah, shirts, hats, screen printing, all that.
Nice.
But yeah, I also failed that class with a D and a C.
I have no judgment. I'm not a big proponent of school either. As long as you learn something, you win.
So I mean, there's a lot of pros to that because a lot of that I learned from the TV video, and also a lot that I've learned through the graphic arts class. I integrated to what I've learned, what I'm doing now.
Hmm.
And then I dove into photography because I wanted to do short films. I got inspired by this YouTube channel called Film Riot, and everything that they've talked about on how to develop film between cameras, programs, tricks and tips and techniques on how to do certain shots, what each thing is called. And I was taking notes, just watching that channel. I was just learning on my own, just taking notes. 3-point lighting, what is the insides and outs of all the cameras, like ISO settings, f-stop and stuff like that. So I was like really diving into film at that point. And I shot my first short film, which turned out really bad. So I scrapped that. And then I did a music video for Nancy, which turned out a lot better because I learned from my mistakes on my short film.
Hmm.
Um, that's also on YouTube. You can search Nancy Malcolm Music on YouTube. You can find the video on there.
What's her last name? Nancy what?
Malcun.
Malcoon? Okay.
Yeah. Malcun.
Okay, cool.
um,
How did you guys meet?
well, funny story. We work together, and her family lives like a few blocks away from me.
Oh.
And she went to high school with me. I didn't even know that she was in the same high school as I was. Uh, and like we were so close, but yet so far. And we didn't meet until we actually worked together. And then her and her husband also worked with me. Um, we kind of grew up together through the job, and then now through music, and now we're like best of friends. So,
Awesome. That's great. Ryan was asking what in-ear monitors are you using, specifically brand, model, and why?
well, I don't remember the model, but it's about $100. It's a Shure in ear headphones, Shure,
Okay.
and Shure makes some good monitors and systems. So I figure why not? And it's very clear. I use it for my drums and stuff like that, and I get a lot of good tone out of it. So I can hear myself, the music, and everything else outside of that. So
Nice.
isolates good sound too. There's not a lot of bleed.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds really good right now. I don't know what you're using. Are you using those
Well,
to, as a microphone?
no, this is just
Okay.
strictly. headsets for me to hear you, and then I have my iRig Studio mic for the microphone.
Nice. And actually, the camera that I bought came recommended by EJ as well, the Logitech C920. I think that's what you're using right now too, right?
Yeah, I have the C920 here. I have
Yeah.
two C920s and one C920 Pro or something, nine something Pro, nine some I don't know. It's a little sharper in the image, but I think I like the C920s better for
Yeah,
color.
you're the second person that I know of that was doing on my split screen with the C920. The other one was Perry Therapy, the psychologist channel. I don't know if you know of them,
Right.
but they both times I've noticed some comments already here with you and I, and even with him, everyone was like, the image is so sharp and clear, and it's just like, yeah, it's when two people are using a decent camera, you can tell the difference quite a lot.
Yeah.
Ryan says he has the Shure SE215.
215.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good with
And
models.
yeah, definitely don't look at me. I would just ask you, so don't
I'm not one of like some people are like try to quiz me on like music and like gear and equipment. I'm like, I'm not a gearhead. Like I
mm,
don't know anything about gear. Like I know what I like the things that I hear, and like if it sounds good, if it looks good, then it's good for me.
yeah,
I don't care what it is. It's if it's there and it works, let's go for it.
right. And what about price? Do you try to like find a good price on things, or you kind of just you'll pay whatever it takes to get the best quality?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if I could find obviously the same thing at a lower price, then sure. But I
Mm,
am big on, appreciating what a company has to deliver and giving the company the what they deserve in their product. Like I'm not one to be like, this needs to be less than what it is.
right,
So
right.
I don't know. Like again, Periscope, like I get their super hard system. I know they have a lot to pay off for in the back end. So the percentage, I get may is something that they absolutely need to support the system, to support their staff, pay off whatever the fees that they have to pay for to get these super hearts to work for us. So I get that. So
Yeah,
I just like the offset.
yeah. And I do. I mean, it's better. Like you said, it's better now that they took the extra 30% that they're
Oh
not
yeah,
taking away now. I mean, there's
yeah.
still, I think it's called like processing fees, and who knows what that's really gonna translate into being. But it's better for us. It's better for the people spending their money on Super Hearts. So
And we get bonuses.
yes, bonuses. Yes, but only if we get 100,000 Super Hearts a day. Well, actually, it's
Well,
was it like
if you're aiming for the
40,000?
2 million or 3 million, two
Yeah,
million plus, like for
three
me, I can't.
million in a month is
I don't.
so
I don't
much.
think I'll ever hit that. I'm barely scratching 1 million a month. So
That's pretty
I
good
gotta hit
though. I was thinking
33, 33,000 a day to get 1 million.
33. Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
like 40. Okay. Yeah. So that's, yeah. Well, we're just going to say 100,000. So make sure that you follow. Oh, can you comment in the chat again so people can
Oh,
follow you
yeah.
who are new? Um, and Pasa Zadeo Giarin Dan says, "Hey, bro. Hey, guys, bro. Wait, that's a repeater bot. We're going to get that one. We're going to block that one. Boom. And Lou said you're an amazing dancer.
Sure.
We're not getting anything out of him on that one.
Yeah, it's one of those rare occasions got to catch on my scopes.
All right, so what you're telling me, Lou, is that in Atlantic City, we're going to get EJ drunk and dancing.
Yes. Wait, what?
What? Oh, wait, I think EJ heard me say that actually. So nothing, EJ. Don't worry, don't worry. We're just talking about something else. It's fine. Sassy Kimberly says, "Hi, Luna."
Hello.
So one thing that you helped me with right off the bat as well was my YouTube channel. You looked it over. I remember that was one thing where I was like, this guy's so nice. He took his own time and analyzed my YouTube channel for me with some ideas. And I was looking at your YouTube channel the other day, and you've gotten what, like 2,500 subscribers, something like that?
No, no.
No?
I'm close to
Oh no,
where
was
am
it
I at?
1,500?
My vlog channel is at 151. My hold on, I'm switching here. My 1296.
Okay, yeah, so it was 1,500. I'm sorry, I had the wrong
Yeah.
number. And that is to me like, oh my God, that's amazing. I can't imagine ever having that many subscribers on YouTube. So how
It
long
takes
have you been doing that?
Well, I have to give it to my one video because if it wasn't for this one video to grab a lot of attention, I wouldn't have gotten that many subscribers as of late. Um, the one video now is over 80,000 views,
Nice. What
and
is
I've
that
launched it a
video?
couple of months ago.
Okay. What is that video?
It's Victory by Two Steps from Hell drum cover.
Nice. It's just one song. It's just like a few minutes long.
Yeah, it's like three
Hmm.
minutes or so, something like that.
Wow. Why do you think it took off so much?
So yeah, I don't know. So when I first launched a couple of videos, I did do like ad placements so I could drive traffic, and I've
Mhm.
pushed about 3 or 4 thousand initial launch, and I let it run. I left it alone. But
Okay.
then out of nowhere, it just started to pick up, and like people are sharing it and talking about it. And when I'm getting a lot of traction on specific videos, it pops up on the recommended video pages, and people are actually clicking on it, and that's where I'm seeing all of my analytics come from.
Hmm.
So having to narrow it down through the analytics, it's showing that it's from the recommended sites. Like on the side of the videos, like when you watch YouTube, on the right side, you see like a whole bunch of lists of other videos.
Right.
There's recommendation videos, and my video will pop up on there. Also on the main homepage, um, showing recommended videos for other, YouTubers to watch.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Lou said that's an amazing video, and Nick said the reason you have so many views is because you're awesome, and that's fine.
But thanks. I don't give that much credit for myself, but thank you.
Thanks for the super heart, Selena. We were just talking about you. I don't know if you just got here, but I was just thanking EJ for introducing me to you because you're awesome. Eric says your YouTube videos are awesome. And a repeater bot says, because he's awesome, that's why.
Repeater bot.
Even the repeater bots are fans of EJ Luna.
So yeah, but then not only that one, I have a couple of other videos that are also taking off. So now my channel is starting to drive a lot more traffic, and that means I got to start getting busier on that channel. So what I'm going to
Mm.
start doing is posting more videos on that channel than I was before, which was one every other week, so 2 videos a month. Now I'm going to try to post one video a week, um, and that doesn't, reflect anything on Patreon. Patreon's staying the same with 2 videos.
Hmm. Do you do
um,
anything with YouTube Live?
I do every so often. Like I'm going to start doing once a month, like Q&As, drums, and chats and stuff. Now that I've got approved for the super chat thing, so maybe I can get something off of that. But
Nice. How much,
but I'm going to
how
do
do
that
you
once
get
a month.
approved for that?
Once you hit 1,000 subscribers,
Okay.
and
Nice.
you can also do paid something. I think paid content or something paid something. I got to check what that is, but you can offer some sort of service of payments.
Oh, like where they can maybe like click to buy something right in the
I think so.
live or
Yeah.
something like that. Nice. That's really dope. I love that.
Yeah, I really gotta get into that. Try to figure out what that is.
Hmm. Me too. I mean, it seems like there's always so many directions you can go with social media and monetizing. And have you ever done any paid advertising with social media?
No, not
Yeah.
yet. I haven't
Yeah.
really dove into that. Like right now, I'm really just trying to focus on on driving, I guess, a stable income at this given time because I know I have to focus on purchasing things to get my paid advertisement working,
Right.
and I don't have that kind of funding yet. So
Yes. So you guys go
as soon as I
stabilize his
start,
income. Sorry.
yeah, as soon as I start like working on developing that career path of having a stable income, stable lifestyle, and doing what I'm doing now, then like having to be away for the entire month really hurt me because I thought I was able to do my drum covers while I'm away.
Hmm.
I brought them with me, but the programs I had on my computer um, wasn't set up the way it was on my other computer. I don't know if you can see, but I have 2 computers here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw them with your amazing
So
ring lights.
this one,
That's me.
um, that's you. The mouse in front of your face. So this one I use a lot on for my audio and editing my video, and this one I use for my Periscope broadcast for OBS primarily.
Oh, okay. So you brought the first one?
So I brought this one
Oh.
thinking that the programs on here would be like that on this one because I did duplicate the programs. But when I was adjusting the audio on this side for the one drum cover, it wasn't coming out the way I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't do any of the videos because the audio wasn't working properly. So that cut my entire month out on Patreon. So I lost like $300 or $400 off of that
Oh,
for the entire month.
ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I had people like I was trying to do stuff like as far as like art, trying to figure out what I could do to make up the amount that I'm losing, and I couldn't figure out anything. And I'm grateful to have people to really help me, support me, and send me funds to buy me some food, buy me some drinks and stuff, so I could actually enjoy the rest of my time away. So for those of you that invested in me, sending me money through PayPal, thank you.
Yes, and send
Couldn't
him
do it without
more
you guys.
because he needs more than food and drinks. He needs awesome robot technology so he can bring us awesome, even more amazing YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Davis has a great question. And Davis, yes, I saw you say that was a classic repeater bot statement, and you're correct. But Davis also wants to know, how did you settle on your current drum setup?
How did I settle in?
Like, how did you decide on basically your drum, like what drums you have and how you have it set up?
Oh, it took a lot of time actually. Like I still like to make adjustments and change up my setup every so often just to have something different to play on. Um, but yeah, like I would when I first started really establishing a larger setup. Um, I was inspired by Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater, and all of his stuff is like really like set up like high. So he's like reaching for the cymbals, and because he's a taller dude than I am, I'm like throwing my arm up to try to hit the cymbals because I wanted to replicate his set. Um,
Right.
but I had to make obviously the adjustments so that I don't get like my shoulders stop hurting, my wrists don't hurt because I'm like wailing, trying to reach and stuff. Um, so I dropped everything down.
Nice.
um, and then I got inspired by this drummer, Benny Greb, who is a phenomenal drummer, always in the pocket, great groove. And his stuff is nice and low. He's a tall guy, but he's like towering over his set. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try that. And I tried dropping the stuff down, and then I realized I felt a lot more comfortable. I'm a small guy. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So having to have things a lot lower at a reachable spot, leveling out the toms so it's not overly angled where I'm like playing with my wrists. I have it nice and flat where I can kind of come down on it and give it more power. And then everything else just kind of fell into its spots with the microphones. And then obviously the lighting kind of illuminated the stuff underneath it. So
yeah, definitely, Lou. Lou says if you haven't caught him live drumming on Periscope, you absolutely have to. Blondin Callie says, EJ!
Blondie!
And if you can comment again, I'm sorry, I know I keep asking you, but it's I saw some new people come in. So he's about to comment. This is EJLunaOfficial. He does live drumming broadcasts. He's a very talented musician. 3 times every single Monday. So was it 12 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m.?
Yes.
And that's Eastern Standard Time, New York and New Jersey time. Hey, Jimmy.
So my schedule is pretty much every morning I do coffee scopes or tea scopes now that I'm sick. So
yeah.
So every morning at around 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. for about an hour, I sit down with chat, talk, gossip, laugh, come up with some random stuff. And then I also do some art on there as well, creating little like mug designs that I'm going to be selling for you guys if you guys want some tile. Let me see.
Oh.
8x8 tiles like this with the mug design on there.
Can you move it a little closer to your face because I have you cropped a little bit? Like, yeah, perfect. Oh my God, EJ's such a pro. People have seen me do split screens with other people, and I'm like, nope, a little bit more to the left, a little bit more.
So yeah,
so that's cool.
Every morning I'm creating new little like coffee mug designs that I'm going to be selling to people on the tiles or send them digitally. $15 digital sends, $30 tiles, which doesn't include shipping, so you got to pay for your shipping. I learned that the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
um, and then every Monday, 12 for 8 drum scopes. Every Wednesday, I have 3 people that I'm going to be choosing. Top 3 Super Heart providers, contributors will have free art done for them of their choosing.
Nice. Yes,
Whether
that's a
they're
great idea.
whether it's a portrait of them, their pet. I just did Lou's dog. Um, what's his name? Jake.
Yes, I saw that. That was so cute. I was gonna ask you actually about this art that you do. That's one of my favorite scopes that you do as well. I always miss them, but
Yeah,
that is so cool to watch it come together and see you actually working on it live is like it's very calming, soothing, it's
yeah.
therapeutic, you know.
I try to put on some like thematic music in the background, maybe some sort of like atmospheric. What do they call those things? I can't remember the name of the type of uh, soundscapes. Put that in the background while I'm drawing, so it does give like some sort of meditative like vibe.
And what do you use to make that art?
I have this tablet. It's I use this like little pen thing here, and it's a little tablet called a Wacom Intuos.
Okay.
It's a small little tablet, and then I have that plugged into my what is that? Photoshop. I use Photoshop to draw.
Oh, okay. And how
So
much did that tablet cost you?
100.
There we go. See, guys, a lot goes into this. It's not just like
And I
EJ
pay
drinking
monthly.
coffee in the morning. Like it takes a lot to put this all together. I was actually talking about your coffee, I think just yesterday. Someone was
I
talking about napalm, and I was like, I think EJ drinks coffee called napalm.
I had napalm. Not the best one I've had. Um, I go through like I have people sending me coffee from my wish list,
Oh,
which is
nice. On
which is
Amazon?
awesome. Yeah, yeah. So thank you
Oh.
for those of you that are sending me coffee.
Same thing on there. They just search on Amazon, EJ Luna official.
uh, it's linked on my bio. So
Okay.
if you want to, here, let me see. I'll pop up some more
Yeah.
text. You can check my bio here, and the wish list is linked right on there. You click on it. There's a whole bunch of crap on there, but I don't expect a lot of people to purchase anything for me on there. I just have it there for like what I want to future like invest in. But if those of you
Why
that
don't you expect people to buy you stuff on there?
I don't know. I just don't I don't like to promote it in a sense to say, well, I guess I am promoting it, say buy me something, you know? But I don't know. It's just probably the stuff that's on there. It's just like I just don't find it relevant for someone to actually want to invest in for me. I
Do
don't
you
know. It's
think you
just
deserve it?
nah, I don't deserve a lot of things. I just take what I can get. You know?
Oh my gosh. All right. We're gonna
it's
have
just
to make EJ realize how valuable he is.
I don't put myself into value at all. I don't have any value for myself. It's really hard for me to actually put myself into that mindset. I don't know why.
Well, I did this one of my first split screens with Sonam 108, and we talked about pretty much the same thing. She was saying the same thing. She's like, I don't know, just if somebody gives me $5 now, what are they gonna do? Now they don't have $5. I'm like, oh my gosh, Sonam, I can't. And she
Yeah, I
just
like
said to me yesterday, she's like, you know, I'm glad that you are always telling me like you deserve this and everything, because now she says that she'll go live and she's kind of like, all right, like how many super hearts am I gonna get? You know, like I gotta, you know, now she's like, she realizes that she is valuable and she does bring value. It's like you have to believe your audience, like Lou and whoever else, everyone who says like, hey, trust me, like I like this, I am getting value from this. It's not like you're taking from me. It's like, where do you think the money goes that you spend on the coffee? You know, they have to pay their people and so much more overhead where you're a one man show. It's like you have like no overhead. I mean, their money could go to virtually nothing more efficient. I mean, it's like it goes directly into the music creation, you know? I
yeah, it does.
think I think they should
Yeah.
just send you all their money. You
um,
have a good day too, Blonde and Callie.
maybe
Enjoy your work day. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
so maybe I don't know because like I see people just send me like I had someone send me like $100 on PayPal, and I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that.
They don't
She's like,
have
no.
to. It's not because they have to.
I know. And there's another thing they want to, so they're giving it to me.
Yes.
But I just feel like it's so weird for me to see someone just give me their hard earned income for something that I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, this is definitely, something that I feel that I should have someone pay me for and give me
Mm-hmm.
money for.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's weird to see that flow, It's like, okay,
Here's a fun
how do I
experiment.
take this?
This is an experiment for all entrepreneurs that are watching this on the replay or live or anything. Imagine, like, punch in. Actually punch when you start working. As soon as you wake up in the morning, once you start working, punch in. Like, just take note of that time. Punch out whenever you stop taking breaks. Try to track your time for even just 1 week, and then divide the amount of money that you earned by the amount of time that you spent. And tell me if you think that that's a reasonable amount of money for someone to earn.
Hmm.
Because if it's like $2 an hour or like 50 cents an hour, I mean, I think most people could agree that they're probably worth at least that. I mean, come on. You gotta be, I mean, are you not even worth minimum wage, like, for your time? And you could be working for someone else. You could be working for like a soda company, like getting everyone addicted to sugar and caffeine and contributing to depression and contributing to anxiety and obesity and paying like so much money to overhead, where you could also be helping people through depression and insomnia. Like, I see you scoping in the middle of the night. And the insomniacs, I mean, just to have someone to hang out with, even so that they're not alone as they lay there in their bed tossing and turning, but they have a smiling, friendly face who's joking and dancing, or like just hanging out, even just doing art. I mean, I think that you wildly underestimate your value, and that everyone here should make sure that you're following him and send him all your money, because that's the only way to convince him. It's like
Yeah, I
once
don't
you
know.
start getting $100 every single day, it won't feel so weird anymore.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to see if people would invest like at least $1 on my Patreon page for each of my videos, and like with the amount of people that are following me for like $8,000, if I get like 8,000 people
Hmm.
for $1 each, that's $8,000 I make per video. That's what
Right.
16,000 a month that I could be making.
Hmm.
That's amazing. That's like perfect livable situation that I could like get myself out of like my debt. I could get myself a place and actually get a nice studio to do everything that I need to do properly with the proper equipment, you know.
Hmm.
And it's
Do
really
you say that
it's
on your videos a lot? Do you tell them, like, if everyone that followed me just did $1 a video, I would be
I I
living high on the
I
hog?
don't. But I do promote that there is the dollar package, and like I know there's a lot more that they can invest in, but I always lowball it and say, look, there's a dollar package, put your
That's
name on my
fine.
videos.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
you can, just as an introductory to have the dollar thing. I
but I
think
think though,
that's, yeah, it's like an
I,
intro, as long as you
having
promote it every time. Sorry, go ahead.
having to do that major push, I did see an increase though. I've only done it for like 1 day, and I've had gotten like 20 people additional. Oh wait, I'm at 30 subscribers now on my
Nice.
Patreon.
That's really good, actually, though. That's
So
good.
yeah, and I did increase the amount of people after having to push it as I did. Maybe I should do like a day catering to promotion.
There you go. Yeah, do like a giveaway for all new patron. When you do giveaways, you have to turn off the super hearts on any broadcast that you do promoting that. But like you said, I mean, I do that sometimes. I just turn the super hearts off because I want to give away a book or something during the broadcast, and you're not supposed to do that when you have super hearts on. And it's like, I'd rather people go on to femyoga.com anyway. I love the super hearts. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I still want the bonuses, and I'll take, like you said, I'll take whatever people are willing to spend, but I would rather them go to PayPal anyway. So when super hearts are off, they're like, hey, and maybe they'll be more likely to sponsor. So you could do
Maybe.
either like a giveaway for all new Patreon people, or just like you said, just promoting it, just picking like one day where you promote everything. Or you can reach out to your current Patreons and see if any of them would do any kind of matching. Thanks for the super hearts, Jimmy. Say they're going to do like 50. Well, maybe they on a certain day they'll match 50. So if someone else gives 50, then they'll get 50, so that way
You
it's
know,
like
I
you
I actually
promote.
did like um more like catering adjustments for like um packages, like as far as incentives go. but maybe that's probably something different because I'm thinking more like on their behalf as opposed to increasing my flow.
Right, exactly. You're being like Sonam right now. You're pulling a Sonam on me. You're like, oh well, maybe if I do like 10 times more work and spend like 10 times more time, then I can get like $5 more a week or something. And it's just like, no, you have to cap yourself at what you're doing now and figure out. It's I think experimenting is huge too. Like, see what broadcast do you get the most super hearts on. I've found that the late night is the most profitable for me. I mean, if I'm on at like 3 a.m., I mean, nobody else is on, and people are bored, and they're having trouble sleeping. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I'm whispering, putting makeup on, if I'm just like hanging out having a beer, I mean, people just, but that's what works for me. I mean, I don't know, for music and drumming, maybe they want to listen while they're at work, or I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
And like you
think
said, you can't drum in the middle of the night, but you maybe
yeah,
like
and
playing videos.
that's another thing I'm trying to invest in is like getting an electronic drum set so that I can play overnight, so that I'm not losing out on people that are that are up later, or even like people that are waking up on the other side of the world that can't catch me during the day.
Hmm.
That I can cater to that time.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I'm really aiming for is to get this like $7,000 electronic drum set so I can put in the room and play overnight.
There you go. That's another thing you can use to promote is like if everyone that followed you did $1 for your Patreon videos, just one video, you'd be able to buy the drum set.
Yeah.
That's so, come on, people. And then there's going to be people that are like, okay, well, I can do a lot more than $1. I can do like $500 or something, especially if they really want you to get the drum set. Because keep in mind, there's a lot of people in the world that make like $1 million a year, a lot more than we might realize because we live in a different income bracket, a different tax bracket. But there's a lot of people out there and they have the same kind of issues with like anxiety, depression, insomnia, PTSD, I mean, whatever it is, and they find that much value. So for me, if something's worth $5 of value, it might be worth $5,000 to them
Right.
proportionally, what they're spending money on otherwise. So you just never know when you're going to have a thief come into your broadcast and send 500,000 super hearts. A thief, are you following EJ? Follow him. You'll like him. I know you like music. You have to follow him with your music account though, so he can see the music notes going up on the side.
What?
He has like his profile picture is a music note. So when he sends super hearts, you can like see that the music notes floating up on the side.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and he's definitely a big music fan. So hopefully you guys can connect. And what else do we have? We talked about the art. We talked about YouTube. What else are you doing on other like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat? Anything special on there, or is it just kind of like
Well,
the throughout the
I open
day?
up I have two Snapchats. I actually have two Instagrams. The first Instagram is my main one, EJLunaOfficial.
Okay.
The second one is catered to the art. Now that I'm trying to integrate the art stuff
Oh, yeah.
so that it makes it easier for people to cycle through, and it actually has the price points in the description so that people could DM me for an invoice and I can send them the invoice for payment, and then I can make that transaction happen.
Okay.
um,
Hmm.
but where's the monkey beer? The monkey beer is long gone. I can't afford monkey beer yet.
Guys,
uh,
go to his Patreon and buy him monkey beer. You should make a monkey beer level on your Patreon. Monkey beer
if I
rewards.
hit this, I'd be able to buy monkey beers.
Yes, and you can watch me act like a monkey after drinking monkey beers.
I'll put on my monkey mask and bring the business monkey back.
There we go. Monkey beer and monkey mask level. Beer
um,
brewed by monkeys.
so the main Instagram page is pretty much, promotions, uh, letting people know that my new videos are up with, kind of like trailers, um,
Right.
self pictures of me with celebrities, pictures of me with people that I met up with like Periscope or YouTube, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, are
So,
you near that wall that you have of those pictures? The
oh
little
yeah,
wall?
yeah, I have a wall over here.
Do you want to show us or no? Is it too messy in your room?
Yeah, it's a bit. I have to clean
Yeah,
up. I
that's like
haven't
me.
even done anything with after Halloween. Everything's all over the place.
I know I'm like
But
nobody can see anything but just this little bit that my camera is facing.
you can see it on my I did do an unboxing of mixed tiles, which is the tiles that I'm using on my YouTube channel, on my vlog
Okay.
channel. And then also on my broadcasts, like the prior broadcasts, you can watch the replay. You can actually see the back wall. You can see what it looks like then. But yeah, in time, that's all. The whole back wall is going to get filled with those tiles of people that I'm going to be meeting up with.
That's awesome. I love that
Um,
idea. I remember seeing that. You had only, I think, like 5 last time I saw, but it's really cool.
yeah. So Snapchat, I do kind of like a vlog-esque type of vibe, more of a comedic aspect than just like, this is what I'm doing throughout the day.
Yeah.
Obviously with the filters, but I have my spectacles that I use a lot. I
Oh,
showcase,
nice.
I showcase 2 nights ago, I was at a nightclub. I played for Bottle Service, it's their drum, and it was a night that Steve Aoki was playing.
Nice.
And I was hoping I didn't get caked on. And I just finished doing bottle service right before he was going to go and throw cake at people. So, but I did do some snaps with that with the spectacles. So you can see me like walking through bottle service, like on the platforms next to the stage where Steve is. And like you can see all the lights and everything. Everything it was intense.
That's
But
awesome. If anyone doesn't know what spectacles are, those are the Snapchat glasses. So you can see first person point of view through the snaps. And
yeah,
his name on there is EJLunaOfficial as well.
yeah. So
And
that's pretty much what my snaps are all about. Um, Twitter is all integrated with everything that I do with posts, and I do polls on Twitter every so often. I reach out to a lot of people on Twitter. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter than I am anywhere else. Facebook is just there. I really don't use Facebook like that.
me either. I totally agree with that. I don't
I'm not a fan
have
of it.
Facebook.
Um,
Nope, nope, nope.
but I
Someone
still do
asked,
my promotions.
what was that?
I still do my promotions on Facebook because there is people that follow me on there that don't know everything that I do outside of the other social media realm.
Right. Well, that's good. Yeah, be holistic about it. Someone asked about super chats earlier on YouTube. I don't know much about it. How much do you know? It's like
Um,
a comment
it's
someone can pay
Yeah.
for.
So yeah, you pay for a comment to be put to the top of the list, and it's like highlighted so that the broadcaster will see that first before any other comments. So it stands out. And
How much
obviously, the
is it?
more you have different packages you can choose. So it's like Super Hearts, just like Super Hearts.
Oh, okay.
But the comments are highlighted in different colors depending on how much they paid for that comment to be posted.
Wow, okay.
So they could go from like $1 to like, or even like a couple of cents to like $500 or something like that. So
Oh, really? Wow.
yeah, there's different packages you can choose from.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know about that. And do you know what the percentage is?
Not exactly sure. I haven't really fully dove into the Super Hearts or Super Chats just yet. So when I do my first broadcast, which I have scheduled for the 24th, I think I have it set, or the 27th. Let me see. Hold on.
I like your hat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let me go to my channel here. Oh, wait, wrong button. Creative Studio.
Oh yeah, while you look this up, I just want to say sorry to EJ and everyone who was expecting us to go live at 6. I should have given myself more time after getting back from Florida and broadcasting for 5 hours straight last night, and I had to get all of my OBS reset back up and set back up my webcam and laptop and everything, and it just took me a little longer than anticipated, but EJ was very nice and patient and kind, and he didn't rush me, and he didn't cancel on me, so make sure that you're following him and sending him all your money.
I was debating.
I know. I was like, oh, he's gonna cancel on me. I was like, no, no, don't do it. I'm calling you. Do not cancel. So I'm glad that you didn't.
All right. So the 24th.
The 24th of November.
Friday, yeah. At 7 p.m.
Okay.
On YouTube. I have my first live broadcast. Not my first live broadcast, but my first like monthly series broadcast of like Q&As, chats, and drumming.
Nice. On YouTube only or multiple platforms?
YouTube only.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to test that super chat thing and see how that works out. And then I'm going to dive into it more, and then I can give you guys a little more idea of what it's all about afterwards. So
yeah, that would be fun. Maybe we'll do another, well, obviously we'll be scoping in Atlantic City as long as you can meet up. So
Yeah,
We'll do another scope where we say the results of super chats and monkey beers.
you gotta try some monkey beers.
Well, Lou said monkey beers make you dance, so I think we're gonna have them in Atlantic City.
Do you like sour beers at all?
I mean, I feel like sour beers are good for not getting hangovers.
True.
I don't know why that is. It's like they're like probiotics or something. It's like vinegar, so it's
All right,
like I don't know.
I'll bring them both, and then you could try them, and then
Awesome.
if you like them, you know, you can choose between the two.
I'm excited. If you would like to come meet me and EJ Luna in Atlantic City, December 4th through 7th, drink monkey beer with us, learn about super chats, learn about live streaming, and being an entrepreneur working for yourself from home, all sorts of cool stuff. So, is there anything else you wanted to promote before we sign off?
um, Follow me.
Yeah, follow. Oh, yeah, you want to do one last comment?
Yeah.
One last comment for the road. Yeah, so good. All right. Well,
But yeah, if anybody has any questions about anything, about what I do, need help with anything, just let me know. Shoot me a DM, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. Send me an email, EJLunaOfficial. Um, I will try my best to reach out to you as much as I can, as quickly as I can, and as detailed as I can when I can. But I am always available in the morning during my coffee scopes. If you want to chat and talk about things, we can definitely do that. So.
the repeater bots are trying to get people to subscribe to their YouTube channel.
Nice.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here, EJ, and letting me have extra time. I appreciate that. Sorry for the
Of course.
delay.
No problem.
And remember, everyone, you're all worthy of being loved and feeling comfortable in your own skin. This has been another moment in time with Taylor and EJ Luna Official. I will see you in his scopes tomorrow. Have a good night.